Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my PLN. My name is Erica Peugeot and I'm an academic coach in Dickinson ISD, which is south of Houston. And my job basically is to coach and help in the classroom the math teachers. So coming from a district where we had a lot of technology, it's always been a challenge to integrate technology into the classroom. And what I noticed was that a lot of teachers didn't know how to effectively use technology for mathematics. I saw a lot of engaging activities, things like Kahoot, things like Schoology, where kids are interacting with technology, but I didn't see a lot of let's use the technology to deepen their understanding of mathematics. So what I decided to do is I wanted to create a blog, but I wanted it to be similar to a professional development. And throughout the year, I want to add different types of technology to the course where teachers can get on and they can read about different ways to deepen students' understanding using technology. So what I did start out with is I talked about the summer, a little bit about Dan Meyer, and he was kind of like my thought behind this. Dan Meyer, he was a speaker at camp this summer, and he talks about capturing, sharing, and resolving perplexity. That we have to start looking at our kids as thinking through questioning, instead of telling and having them solve problems, but getting them to think about the problem. And if they're perplexed about the problem, then they become engaged in the problem. And that's what I'm trying to get across to my teachers, that that we don't always have to just get them to problem solve, but we have to get them excited about problem solving where they want to solve the problem. So I had embedded a video in here that he talked at another time, but I did see him this summer. Actually, it's my second time to see him, and he has some great things to say, so I added that in there. I also added a photo in here about, are you comfortable with technology? I want my teachers to kind of talk to me when they first start about their thoughts behind technology, and just tell me a little bit about, are they comfortable with it? Why don't they use it? What do they use it for? Just to get them talking. So then I also used Google Forms, and I created a survey here. So if you click the survey, it comes up, it tells them, it asks them a lot of questions about using technology. Do you feel comfortable with it? What type of resources are you using? And how often do you use it? And with this survey, I was able to create, I can now see what my teachers lack, what they're comfortable with, and what we can do to get them moving along in technology. So I wanted my teachers to buy into this. So what I had to do is I talked a little bit about mathematical and cognitive fidelity, which is basically how to get technology that's going to guide the instruction and get your students engaged in your classroom. So what I did do is I created a mind map, which is another type of technology that a lot of students can make to get engaged. It talks about the different types of virtual manipulatives that you can make, that you have within your classroom, and what type of fidelity it has. So for example, I talked about the different types of game format, informational format, quiz format, virtual manipulatives, static representation, and interactive math objects. And I talked about their strengths and their weaknesses, and if they had high or low fidelity, and I talked a little bit about what is fidelity, which I think is a huge part of our technology in the classroom. Then I went into talking about a little more about Dan Rather and Are we engaging them? And I did, I used Canvas to put this picture on here to get us thinking. Then I also created a word cloud to show teachers these are different types of technology. Have they used them? I gave a demonstration of Edpuzzle, which is a way to get the kids engaged and thinking about problem solving, and how to create a professional development, and then also the different types of virtual manipulatives that we can use. I used Visme to create a slideshow to tell a little bit about different types of virtual manipulatives that can deepen mathematical knowledge. And the last thing that recently I've done, I created a Symbaloo because I thought it would be really interesting to see how I could put it in on my blog. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. So I've added some virtual manipulatives on here that I've used that I think are great for the classroom. Hoping that teachers will come on here and use some of these virtual manipulatives. For example, the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives, it's a great one. You can go under each topic and they'll give you some different types of virtual manipulatives that you can use in your classroom. I have GeoGebra, fraction, decimal, and percent, different virtual manipulatives from the book. And then I also put two applications here that we use a lot, which is Think Through Math, and then Prodigy Math is the new game that my kids love to use. So that's a little bit about what I did for my PLN. And the goal of this is to get teachers talking and coming on here and discussing the different types of technologies they're using so that we can engage and maybe get new ideas and have a lot of math teachers talking. I'm really excited about it. I haven't started it yet. This is just the base of what I was thinking. I'm hoping that my district will let me roll it out soon so that I could start getting math teachers engaged in mathematical talking in the classroom by using the virtual manipulatives. So thanks for listening. If you have any questions, let me know.